Researching the source of general ledger account balances in your Sage 300 ERP chart of accounts is made easy by the access it provides to the underlying source information. Your ability to drill down to the originating transactions is very powerful, and in this tutorial, we're going to take a look at this feature. So let's jump right in and get started. We're going to launch our applications from the Sage 300 ERP portal, but you can perform all of the functions that we'll be demonstrating using the traditional desktop interface. Let's begin by opening our chart of accounts by going to Tasks, General Ledger, then in the Accounts section, Chart of Accounts. Here we have the Chart of Accounts window, and in its default configuration, it displays all of our accounts with balances through the current period ending date. Moving to the bottom of the window, we have buttons that give us access into important chart of account information. For this tutorial, we're going to focus our attention only on the Transaction button because this is the button that launches our drill down into the source transactions. To demonstrate the drill down feature, we need to select an account. So in the Starting Accounts field, let's enter 4010-110, which is a sales account. We'll leave the date set to period 6, 2020, and then hit the Go button. And here you can see that the account we entered is now the first one listed in the grid. Now let's drill down by clicking Transactions, and this opens the transaction history for this account. Here you'll find every transaction that has been posted to this account by period. We're able to narrow our focus here by date and source code. Source codes are attached to every transaction in Sage 300 ERP to show where a transaction originated. So let's filter this list to transactions through the end of period 4, 2020. Further, using the source code filter, let's restrict them to accounts receivable invoices, which we'll find by clicking in the scroll bar a couple of times. And you can see that the filters we've applied have reduced the number of transactions listed. Now continuing on, we'll drill down further on the January 4th AR invoice for Ronald Black by double-clicking the line. This opens the specific General Ledger journal entry that contained the transaction that posted to this account. Here you can review the batch header and entry details. Note that if there's a drill icon here, it means that this transaction originated from a Sage 300 ERP submodule. Clicking the drill launches the invoice form from the Accounts Receivable subledger. Here you can see the batch information as well as the details of each line. We can also view related information on the other tabs on this form. And returning to the Document tab, note that we have another drill icon here, which in this case opens the Sales Order Entry submodule, which is where this invoice originated, and clicking the drill opens the form. Here we can review the actual items that were sold on this invoice in order entry, and it too has a drill icon which opens the shipment document. Here on the OE shipment entry form, we've drilled down to the source of the transaction, the shipment that resulted in the sale that eventually became a revenue entry into account 4010-100-10. So as you can see, the powerful General Ledger drill down capabilities in Sage 300 ERP provides you easy access to the underlying source information. So the next time you need to research an account balance, be sure to give this feature a try. Give us a call if you need assistance with this or any other feature in your Sage 300 ERP system. Well, that's it for this tutorial. Bye for now.